What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Friday Night Smackdown review, the go-home show before Elimination Chamber this Sunday. What does SmackDown really have going on? And since this is like the final push, I should say, the final push into the Elimination Chamber, of course. We do kick it off with Edge. I'm surprised he wasn't on all three shows again this week, but Edge was out there. Basically, talk about the two title matches going out in the Elimination Chamber, but technically one title match. One is to determine the #1 contender. But he's talking about he's either going to face against Drew McIntyre or Roman Reigns and whatnot. But Reigns, who is not going to be in there, Edge said this is like the biggest decision he's ever going to have to make, especially for WrestleMania. Next thing you know, Roman Reigns and company come out after that. Reigns was in the ring. He said that Edge, you don't have does have 13 potential opponents to choose from. You only have one. And Reigns basically said, Edge, you could pick a main eventer, but you need to pick the main eventer, okay? Edge basically said, I see fear in you. I see a lot of fear in your eyes right now. A lot of insecurity. You're losing your cool like you did a few weeks ago because you need me to main event WrestleMania. That's the only way you can main event it, is that if I'm the one you go against. Edge basically talked about everybody else and talked about he could be going against either of them also. But, Reigns, you're trying to fire off on cylinders and everything, but I see the weakness that you have in you right now. Sami Zayn came out with his whole conspiracy theory documentary crew, basically talking about Edge and Reigns, that Edge, you want to call yourself the ultimate opportunist. I'm the master strategist, and Reigns wants to call himself the champion, but I am the people's champion. And as Sami Zayn continued to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, Jey Uso ended up super kicking him in as Reigns gave Heyman the belt, and then he put his hands behind his back and he whispered something in Edge's ear and whatnot, and walked off after that, leaving Edge in the ring. Then, so what did Reigns say? I don't know, but given that Edge has only showed up on SmackDown this week, this basically kind of shows more that he will be going against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, most likely. Apollo Crews came out talking about he still wants to go for the Intercontinental title, and he's a respected but he's not a charity case, and he's going to show him who he really is, because next was Shinsuke Nakamura versus Apollo Crews. Big E with the whole setup out there. I got to give Big E credit, man. He makes himself comfortable at home out there. He's got the feet warmers. He's got the couch. He's got the food. He got the cooler. He got the lamp. He got everything, man. He's chilling out there. But, of course, Crews got involved and ended up, throwing Nakamura into him. I enjoy Big E on commentary though. Basically, said, I've already beat this man 3 times. Why I need to face him again? Let's talk about Shinsuke Nakamura. We want to talk about him right now. This man should be the WWE champion, as he said. Big E fire on commentary, but Nakamura did end up getting the win. But right after Apollo Crews attacked him from behind, then Big E told him like, "It's over. You need to walk away." But right after that, Crews used the steel steps to hit Big E with. Right after that. And he threw Nakamura in the barricade, and he started to beat up Big E some more, hitting him with the steps, and then he had the steps picked up, and I guess he dropped him on top of Big E, but it always looked like he hit his legs and not his head, as they tried to say. So yeah, the steel steps hit his leg. Next thing you know, medical personnel out there as they carried Big E away. But after they carried Big E away, Seth Rollins in his 70 pimp suit, or whatever my co-host has said about him, because I don't know where Seth Rollins is getting this gear he's coming out. Ever since that suit last week, I don't know what he's coming out here with this week. Some people say whose wardrobe is worse, Seth Rollins or Kenny Omega's right now. But Rollins basically came out, talk about the tragedy when you betray your own friends and whatnot. And of his so-called friends turned on him last week and talked about what he had to do to Cesaro because he was disrespected by Cesaro when he tried to come out and talk to the SmackDown roster. But he had a bunch of his friends, just a bunch of losers, and that they are cowards. And that's why Cesaro had to learn, and he became the biggest loser out of all of this. So he is the Messiah, and he will pay for disrespecting him because, we are powerful winners. So same old Messiah, Seth Rollins as usual. Hey, at least they gave him his old theme song back. But the Savior, Messiah, greater good, wherever this is going, I don't know. He's still the Messiah in his 70 pimp suit out there. I know they showed Edge talking to almost everybody who's in the Elimination Chamber this Sunday, from Cesaro to Big E, Daniel Bryan, Corbin, everyone involved in the match. Kevin Owens having a Michael Bivens shirt out there. But basically, seeing who he's going to face. The Riot Squad went against Natalya and Tamina. I don't care. Billy Kay came out. Tamina got the win. When is the last time Tamina's ever got a win on TV, to be honest with you? Honestly, I don't care. But all the other news I really heard about, which I didn't really know about this until I started watching SmackDown. Apparently, Bo Dallas is, what is he, hitting that on Liv Morgan? Respect. Got to give him respect on that if that's true. So, good for him. Because honestly, it's somewhat better news than about this match. I'll say that. Bailey Etna Mode came out to do her Ding Dong Hello early 90s show, whatever this is. Talk about, her guest tonight, which was Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, who had to go through the door. Basically, Bailey talked about, I got a talk show right now. I could be taking Ellen's job. And listen, I gotta thank you guys and whatnot, and everything, because Nia Jax didn't think they would be mad about them losing titles and everything. But no, I don't need shots to Sasha Banks no more. I got a talk show. And then, Bianca's talking about, not Bianca, but Baszler's talking about Bianca. And then Nia Jax is talking about Sasha, talking about, she's not as sexy as herself. That's it's a bold statement. But next thing you know, Reginald came out basically talking about them, and Sasha and Bianca, saying that Sasha is better than Bianca. I believe she's the greatest champion in the world and whatnot. And as he came to the ring, basically Jackson and grabbed him, saying like, say that again, basically. Sasha and Bianca came out then, say Reginald does not speak, for either one of them, it looks like. But Bianca said, I'm nobody's sidekick and whatnot. I won the Royal Rumble. And basically, we all kind of know what title she's going to be going for. But then next thing you know, this goes into commercial, which ends up in a match, a 6-person tag match between Sasha, Bianca, and Reginald versus Bailey, Nia Jackson, Shayna Baszler. Bailey still wearing her talk show gear, by the way, in this match, which Reginald ended up getting a pin onto Nia Jax, giving Sasha and Bianca the double drop kick on him to pin Jax. I don't know why they have this guy getting beat up in the ring by women, but I guess my co-host said he's a very small size guy, can flip his ass off, but he's small, so I guess that's what they need him for and whatnot. Because then he went to Carmella saying he's not betraying him or her and everything, and she kind of questioned him before spitting out champagne or whatever wine it was, and throwing it at him. Then after that, I guess given this Sunday, which is kind of odd because it's like they just kind of forgot everything that just happened on NXT with Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler showing up there going for Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez in like the next couple weeks and whatnot. Because now this Sunday, the women's tag titles will be on the line against Sasha and Bianca. I don't know who's really going to win that, but I'm going to assume it's still going to be Baszler and Nia Jax versus Gonzalez and Kai on NXT in the next couple weeks. So, kind of strange. They got the titles now on the line this Sunday out of nowhere. Ray and Dominic came out to go against Chad Gable and Otis. The Dirty Dogs are on commentary. This ends up into a disqualification. Basically, Otis beating up Mysterio and them. So we got 2 injury angles tonight after Mysterio. Well, not Mysterio, but Otis did a splash on the Ray, and then Dominic had to carry him out. So Otis and Gable are heel now all of a sudden. I'm like, okay, that kind of came out of nowhere. So we'll see where this goes. But very strange that they just went heel all of a sudden. Okay. Right after that, they showed Owens and them in the back, which I thought was one of the funniest segments of the night. Which, Cesaro and Bryan looks like Team Ring of Honor right here. Basically, could we trust Kevin Owens? Or maybe the Big O, would he turn on the New Day? Or the multiple stunners he's giving to people? Or his friend Sami Zayn? Oh, there's a bigger name. He used to carry him around. May need a list for that. Basically, got to take a shot at Jericho right there. You remember, there's a big name I'm missing. I should have made a list. I should have made a list. Think about that. He should have made a list. But basically, they were going to do a 6-man tag tonight. Edge was out there on commentary. Basically, the main event was Bryan, Kevin Owens, and Cesaro versus, Uso, Sami Zayn, and Corbin. Paul Heyman ended up showing on commentary also. 6-man was okay. I'll give it that. Very somewhat safe, formulaic, and whatnot. Bryan got the yes lock onto Sami Zayn for the win after that. But then next thing you know, everybody starts hitting their finisher on each other. Edge ended up coming in, hitting a spear on Zayn. And then, no, he hit a spear on Jey Uso. And then Roman Reigns came in, speared Edge, and held the title up over him as the commentator said who is going to win the Elimination Chamber this Sunday and who will Edge pick for WrestleMania. Obviously, I don't see any of these guys having a chance at Reigns because if they do win the Chamber, they'll probably face him in Fastlane for the title. And Reigns is most likely going to win. I don't see any of these guys even beating Reigns in general at any show. Brian, you would have said maybe if he was going against him at WrestleMania. Listen, I'm seeing Kevin Owens versus Reigns 1 too many times now, 3-4 different times now at this point. Sami Zayn, that happening. Cesaro, I just don't see it. I just don't see it have one of these guys. Usos is like heavy right now. I wouldn't even say heavy. He's just his minion, I should say. Corbin, come on. Do we really want to see Corbin versus Reigns again? Be honest with yourselves. So, yeah, it's not much to really say from who is really getting picked in all of these or whatnot. They're all going to lose. Even one of them faces Reigns. Like, I could see Bryan still win the Chamber, though, but he'll probably face him in Fastlane, and we'll probably end up with Edge versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. So that is the obvious choice if that's going to happen. So, yeah, I'm telling you my prediction right now. Daniel Bryan will most likely win the Elimination Chamber this Sunday and face Roman Reigns at Fastlane. So, after that, Reigns versus Edge. So, boom, there you go. That's how it's most likely going to lead into WrestleMania, okay? So, yeah. Other than that, though, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. Tell me what you think about this show tonight. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace. We will see you back this Sunday for the Elimination Chamber, okay? So, I'm out of here. Peace.